May 2024 for each of the 12 signs. I'm Lada from AstroLada.com, and this May is such a joy compared to April. All planets are moving direct, so things will go more according to plans. There is a powerful first activation of the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, so finally what I promised you of the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction will start unfolding from you with the new moon in Taurus. This abundance, opportunities that will support you for the next 14 years. You see the first signs of it materially from May. Then we have the Jupiter-Venus conjunction and the Jupiter-Sun conjunction. This month is just beauty. It smells of champagne and caviar and sweet-sounding melody and nymphs dancing naked. this has this Taurian lushness and beauty of Jupiter-Venus sign and abundance and camaraderie. So it's and then we have Jupiter entering a new sign. I'm gonna cover each of the 12 signs, how Jupiter will affect you for the next 12 months. And of course, we have Mars being reborn. I'm not gonna give it off, but oh, it is exciting. Okay, I really love this month. But before we start, I have created a short tutorial for an hour and a half, just $9.99 for each of the 12 signs, whoever is interested in it, to how each of the 12 signs, their first and second marriages, and how their life changes after marriage. For example, Aries and Libra, their financial situation is intimately connected with their partnership. So it really changes for the better or worse, usually for the better. Pisces, for example, they can have property much more easily after they get married. Or do you know that Scorpios are more likely, and Taurus are more likely to have hidden relationships, and we're talking ascendants here mostly, and moon, or to marry foreigners or someone from a different religion. Or Aquarians have a pattern of marrying someone from a different country as well. And I'll explain to you, it's fascinating. You know that the second marriage of some signs is much better, naturally inclination, than the second marriage is much better than the first. For other signs, the first marriage would be better than the second one, just because you're born under a certain ascendant. Anyway, thank you so much. Check it out. It's fantastic. It's really enjoyable. It's just $9.99 on the description below. And now let's begin. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, May 2024. Pisces, the month starts with Mars becoming visible. Mars has been invisible for 7 months, and now it's being reborn. It will be visible in a little bit before sunrise from the beginning of May, this red star. And that was a huge event in ancient Babylon. They said when Mars is born again, because Mars would disappear for such long times, every 2 years for almost 6-7 months, they said powerful new beginnings would start in your life. Then for you, it's very much connected to your finances. It's going to be born in your second house. You can find new passion and drive and go energy to pursue security, stability, new financial sources of income. They can be development and moving ahead of kind of a stagnant financial situation of some sort. There can be some competitiveness about resources that you witness over the next 2 years as well. But you kind of have the winning hand because Mars is in Aries and you're kind of, going for it. You can pursue new sources of income, new activities, or that go after that. But second house is also the teeth. So Mars there can say, okay, I'm tackling all my teeth problems and fixing and whatever, putting whatever you have to, because Mars is drills and sharp stuff, or also inflammation. So you might kind of have to deal with that, but Mars fixes problems. So it goes there. Yes, it will fix the problem. So don't worry. Or second house, you might decide to tackle head on and initiate something to do with how you eat. And Mars is a soldier, is disciplined like a soldier, especially in Aries. So you can have strong willpower to fix or to change how you eat. Otherwise, second house, Mars appearing there, it can mean spending a bit more money, especially in May. With Rahu there, very passionate planets. Rahu is passionate, Mars is impulsive. It's you might get like impulse buying, but it will be usually for things that you're really excited about, some spendings that are possible. And that can motivate you actually to pursue more passionately more resources. Or you might become very, Mars is innovative, so is Rahu, very adventurous with different foods to try foods you never thought you would try before, or different types of fashion. Second house is your style, what you like, what you consider beautiful, attractive. And Mars, Rahu, they're two very innovative energies, say like, I want to try something very different to wear, or makeup, or clothes, or furniture, or any valuables and possessions. But might be good for buying. Mars and Rahu, they both connected to technology. Buying anything that's valuable and that is technology, especially new technologies that is cutting edge and so on. Otherwise, be careful with more delicate stuff. It's Haraf energy. But that's about Mars. Definitely for the next 2 years, more initiative pursuing material, financial freedom. Mars is independence, so is Rahu. Maybe source of incomes that are very unusual for you, that are kind of independent, different than what you've ever done before. And being brave there, taking risks, which can pay off well. Then the next big event is that the new moon in Taurus, which is in your third house, will activate exactly very close the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction that happened on April the 20th, and that will start unfolding from May now, May the 8th, from the new moon. That's the first activation of the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, which will unfold over the next 14 years. And every time something activates there, it will be a new chapter of that book of abundance and growth that you've just started now. So where are those new sources of, check out my, of abundance and growth. Check out my April video for more in-depth information so I don't repeat myself. But the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction is happening right to activate this, the new moon is activating it. So the first developments, the first steps you're going to see where abundance and growth can come to you over the next 14 years. You'll see it from May the 8th. And it's connected to anything to do with writing, to speaking, social media, websites, commerce, business, communications, or short trips, or collaborative events with a small group of people. Maybe you're doing some business project. Maybe you're doing some project together with a group, with a team. Third house rules all of those things. Or finding your voice, social media, writing, speaking, knowledge, information, that training others. Or you starting a course of training or of skill that will become a source of growth and opportunities for you over the next 14 years. Or you starting a website or a business project or some business transaction, or meeting people. So this May, starting from the 8th, a whole month, a new moon activates for a whole month. It activates the possibility to meet brand new, very exciting and very different people. That will be a source of inspiration, or maybe source of new ideas for you, new opportunities, not just now, but for years ahead. So if you meet new people, pay attention. These people will not be random. Maybe you'll find out years later why, but for now, it's starting to unfold the beautiful Jupiter-Uranus tapestry that will unfold over 14 years. Or maybe you'll learn something now, or some skill, which is third house, that will weave that abundance tapestry of Jupiter-Uranus of wealth. Some skill, self-made wealth is the third house. Learning a new skill. Meeting people, it's a social house. Building bridges, social media, anything. Or trips, doing a trip or something educational, to learn educational. This whole May, especially after the 8th, after the new moon, such good things can happen. And then on the 18th, Jupiter meets with the Sun conjunction in your third house. Again, maybe you can buy a car. Maybe you can go on a trip. That's fantastic. I would advise you do some traveling or meeting new people this month. Because so many good combinations. Jupiter-Uranus. 1 year cycle starts. So even when Jupiter-Uranus, they meet just on the 18th, but they influence, they start a new cycle for 1 year here in your third house. So those third house themes will unfold very intensely for the next 1 year. Actually, 14 years because Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. But these themes, even though Jupiter leaves your third house at the end of the month, they will stay with you for a year. And then Jupiter meets with Venus on the 23rd of May. So another 1 year cycle that starts. So it's good if you can be in a social environment around that time. You can meet benevolent people. You can meet even love. I don't know, because you're Jupiter and Venus is love. You can meet them in a online, third house, or while you're going out for a walk, third house, or in your local store, or in your local bar, third house, or on some short trip, or anything this third house influence on the internet. Love, or you just can have some really good social interactions that are very positive for you, that are uplifting, that will give good results, or if you have any written work, or if you want to do some presentation where others will hear you, do it this week after the new moon from the 8th of May till the 25th of May. If you want to do it on the Jupiter Sun conjunction 18th of May, if you want to do it on the Venus Jupiter conjunction 23rd of May, your voice will be heard. It will be a good message. It will be, very good and good for relationships with relatives, with neighbors, and so on. Purchasing a vehicle, purchasing a laptop, because it's communication device, third house. Launching a website, launching a new project, third house rules all of those things. Launching a new marketing campaign after the 8th of May, especially on Jupiter Sun conjunction or Jupiter Venus conjunctions, that should go fantastic. And then on the 23rd, when Jupiter and Venus are conjunct together, and maybe you're in some good social together, having a good conversation or enjoyable social time, at the same time there is a full moon, Pisces, in your 10th house. So the spotlight for the next 2 years, 2 months, sorry, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, is in this beautiful Sagittarius full moon that is only aspected by Venus and Jupiter, albeit in opposition, it's good planets, and trine by Neptune, sextile by Pluto, lovely, lovely full moon in your 10th house. You might be in the spotlight, visible there. It might be activating themes of your career, of some project that is coming to a completion, or that you're seeing the results of, or that is moving forward in some way. It's full moon is manifestation, fulfillment, seeing results, or completion, something to do with your work, with your authority figures, with some project, with your reputation. But it's good, you're visible, it's actually conjunct my midheaven, even though I'm Aquarius. And that would be exactly when, oh my God, yeah. That would be exactly when we're finishing our retreat. So some kind of a recognition, an important event connected to work and so on, connected to your career or project. And last but not least, Jupiter is going to move Pisces into your 4th house on the 25th of May and will stay there for the next 12 months. But remember that those themes of the 3rd house that we talked about, media, marketing, learning, social contacts, stays for another year very strongly. Even though Jupiter will be out of your 3rd house, it started 3 new cycles there, but it will simultaneously start unfolding new themes related to, in a positive way, because it's Jupiter, the benevolent, connected to your 4th house. I've just been going through Jupiter in my 4th sign from Ascendant, and I can tell you it feels so satisfying emotionally. It's like emotionally healing, because this is the basis of your horoscope. So Jupiter will start healing the painful childhood memories, or just this disconnection we have from ourselves, from our foundations. I got very interested in history of my ancestors. I got interested in family constellations and the connection, how you honor your ancestors, and that improves your life, and how when you heal the ancestral patterns and pains, it heals the whole ancestry behind and forward, ahead. So such themes might become a source of great wisdom and inspiration for you. You can achieve some powerful healing of family karma, of family patterns. You can become aware of childhood and family patterns and traumas, and Jupiter is liberating and liberate them, heal them. For me, I felt incredible joy spending time at home. It's been, and I'm happy that Jupiter will still have influence longer there, because I've just started enjoying cooking so much. For you, it might be that you buy a property over the next 1 year, that you settle down, that you become a parent. Fourth house rules all of those things. Or that you might find really the place that feels like home to you over the next 12 months at some time. Or you might find where that you feel a lot more joy at home, or you do some expansion of your home. I started doing gardening with Jupiter in my fourth house. I relocated with Jupiter in my fourth sign from ascendant from America to Bulgaria to a bigger house. So such things are possible, and they happen with ease and flow. Well, I can't say there might not be some, tests there, but overall it turns out to be good. Reconnection with parents, or being freed from the responsibility, some family responsibility or duty that has been burdensome on you. So these are the good, and emotionally just feels so healing, calming. For me, it felt like a healing period. So yes, reconnecting with the earth, with your foundations. So there you go. I hope that was helpful for you, Pisces. And if you'd like to use this powerful third house activation for learning, for skills, for curiosity, that will be a source of wealth for you over the next 14 years, third house, anything you learn, your skills, well, you can take advantage of my new short 1.5 hour tutorial on relationships. And do you know that Pisces in particular, their relationships, they have more opportunity for real estate if they're in a partnership, so in a business or marriage partnership, or once they get married. And we know that their first marriage is very different than their second marriage. The first one might be more family oriented, while the second one has a lot more adventurous streak there and a lot more lucky streak as well. But if you want to find out more about it, check out my new tutorial on relationships of the ascendants and sun and moon signs for just $9.99. Thank you.